Oh, it's that day. It's that day where everyone gets excited. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. And it is, of course, the new fixtures day, as Liverpool have finally found out their Premier League fixtures for 21-22 season. And I've been joined by my two panelists from the Friday LFC Focus show. We have Dan from the Mighty Reds TV. How are you doing, Dan?
I'm absolutely awesome, mate. I'm absolutely sweating because it's like never been so hot as it in England, I don't think. But other than that, I'm absolutely awesome, mate. Brilliant.
Excellent. Now we've also got Jack Mack LFC as well. How you doing, Jack?
Not been too bad, mate. Can't wait to get stuck in with you and Dan on these fixtures and everyone at home. Thank you for letting me come on, matey. And yeah, it's decent little fixtures for us, I think.
Yeah, let's just get straight into it now. The last time we faced this club in 2019-2020 season, we went on to win the league. And we've got them again. This time it's at Carrow Road. We have Norwich City to begin with away at Carrow Road. We just need a certain Luis Suarez, who had a very good goal-scoring record against Norwich City. Dan, very, very happy with that start to the season, Norwich away.
Yeah, well, you'd always take a sort of, a team that's come up promoted, wouldn't you? I've always got a little theory though, and we discussed it before the show started, that the new boys, when they come up, they've obviously had a good season in the Championship. They normally play good football or whatever, and they've come up with a bit of a bounce and a bit of a swagger, and you quite often find that at the start of the season they shock a few teams, but then as the season starts to sort of wear on, they get a few pummelings and the naivety starts to show, and they sort of sink back down towards the bottom of the league. But so it could be a little bit of a tricky one. It's going to be a full house at Carrow Road. They're going to be absolutely bouncing, aren't they? But of course, you will always take Norwich, wouldn't you? So fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could get Suarez back. I don't know, but I think we should be okay without him.
Yeah, and obviously, Jack, we all know about obviously Norwich is playing very attacking football. You have to commend that as well. But do you think we'll see a different Norwich this season? Oh, he's muted.
Jack, we've lost you. Come in, Jack. After Jack.
It's all right. I haven't just got off everyone. No, it's they've just. I don't think we will see the same approach in which we seen when he rocked up to Anfield a couple of seasons ago. Due to the fact, obviously, losing Buendia, selling to Aston Villa, it'll be interesting to see how well they invest at, whether they go with more defensive signings or possibly go with another attacker, really. But it's the hallmark of Norwich. I was impressed, and don't get me wrong, yes, they got relegated, but how many times have you seen promoted sides come to the Prem, like West Brom's and all that, and absolutely do nothing? And Leeds come into the Prem and started playing good football. Sheffield, when they come to the Prem, yes, they had a fantastic first season, got relegated the second season, but they stuck to their ethos as a football club and their attacking intent. And I think Norwich will very much do that. And yes, it might get them relegated, but if I was a Norwich fan, I'd just want us to have a go and just have fun in the Prem. Yeah, as long as you don't get beat 8-1 or 7-2 or
7-2.
Or don't do Southampton and get absolutely battered. Then I think they'll be happy, and even better if they do manage to stay in the Premier League next season.
Absolutely. And then I look at the next two fixtures, Dan, and it's two fixtures where we went away thinking we should have took something from these two games. It's Burnley at home and then Chelsea at home in the first three fixtures. Now, obviously, the next two are at Anfield, so it's nice to get those two out of the way, I think, to get a wee bit of revenge, don't you think?
It is. Well, I've all last season when we were losing like 6 games on the run, I thought, how cheeky are these teams coming to Anfield and meeting us? They're like kicking us when we're down. I can't wait till next season when we've got a few players fit and we've hopefully made a few additions to the squad, and it's going to be the revenge. So we are going to kick some serious ass this season. Can I say ass on a family show? Sorry, Doug. But I've just been looking forward to it. Obviously, we lost to Chelsea, didn't we? I think it was 1-0. We lost to Burnley. Yeah. That was the unbeaten home record gone, which was like 1,001 games, wasn't it? So yeah, let's get Chelsea to Anfield, get Burnley to Anfield. Let's turn them over. let's show them the real Liverpool with Virgil van Dijk, whether it be Canate plays or whether Joe Gomez or Matip or whatever. Let's get at them. Let's show them that last season that wasn't the real Liverpool. Let's get this revenge going for the whole season.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And then we've got a dreaded international break, and then 11th of September we have Leeds United away. Now this was a game, Jack. I think everyone remembers this game. This was a game that was probably deemed as a friendly because we did not have any idea what league we were playing in because of this blooming European Super League stuff. So again, that's another nice one to get out of the way very early on. Leeds away. Yeah,
that'll be probably what in the first 4 games. I know Chelsea are doing very well under Tuchel, but in terms of intensity, Bielsa's side will give Liverpool, I think, their real big test. No discredit to Spain, Norwich and Chelsea. But in terms of physical nature, they'll be out of the traps. And we've seen how good Leeds United players have been in Euros already. Calvin Phillips for England. So, yeah, it's going to be an open game. Hopefully, as Dan said, Liverpool have got their defensive structure sorted, obviously getting Canate settled in. But yeah, I'm very happy with the first, with August and September. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see as we go throughout these fixtures, mate, how the Champions League does and the FA Cup and the Carling Cup or whatever you call it. All these competitions do line up along each other, alongside each other. So if the spread of the Champions League games and our group's not too bad, then as we'll discuss in a couple of seconds, mate, the spreads, I'm really impressed with the spread of the teams.
Absolutely. And then
I was just going to say, Doug, as well, sorry to interrupt there, that Leeds game, that's going to be their first massive home league game, isn't it, since they got promoted? You know what I mean? Obviously, last season was in front of an empty crowd. I know they play Man United away on the opening day, but that's going to be the first big home game, isn't it, against Liverpool? Their fans are going to be going crazy. That'll be a tough game, that.
Definitely. And then we have Champions League match day 1 in between the Leeds United game, and then we've got Crystal Palace at home. So again, that's not too bad. And then we'll probably have a Carabao Cup game in between the Crystal Palace game, and then it's an away trip to the new boys Brentford as well. And we were speaking off air, Dan. It's nice to see a new promoted team actually join the Premier League. Look, Brentford are going to be fantastic under Thomas Frank, and I think also the fact is you're coming up against Ivan Toney as well. That'll be a nice wee test, I think, away to Brentford.
Yeah, well, it's been absolutely years since we played them. I mean, I'm a bit older than you guys. I remember when we last played them. Sure, it was in the late 80s in the FA Cup. It was absolutely ages ago. But yeah, they're going to come up, and it is, as you say, nice to see a different name, different ground in the Premier League. And they play some good football. Yeah. They're going to come up, and like I was saying about Norwich before, the new boys, they tend to come up and they have a go and they play some good football, especially sort of early on in the season when pitch nice, the weather's nice and all that. They normally knock it round and cause a few upsets. That said, I would expect us to go there and win. But yeah, it's going to be great to see Brentford in the Premier League, definitely, yeah.
Absolutely. And then we have Champions League match day 2, and then, Jack, October is very tasty. Manchester City at home on the 2nd of October. Then there's an international break. Then it's Watford away, and then Champions League match day 3, and then Manchester United away, and then Brighton at home. So a good August, a good September, and then you look at October. That is going to be very difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, but we got it too, haven't we? Down all the Reds down. We'll batter them all. This is our year this year.
I was going to say, it's that apart from Man United, which we did win unbelievably this season, that's another revenge month, isn't it? What was it? City ploughed us, didn't he? Was it 4-1? Brighton at home beat us. And what was the other game you said? Sorry.
Watford.
Watford. Well, last time they were in the Premier League, they ploughed us 3-0, didn't they?
3-0.
So yeah, it's another revenge one.
I was more angry at the 3-0 than the Aston Villa game. I don't know, was that just that game that wound me up? I remember sending my dad out the room because I got me too. Because he was like, stop swearing.
Yeah, I can understand that. And then obviously Brighton at home after Manchester United. So yeah, there's Two out of the 4 games you'd have to say they're probably revenge out there. City at home for sure, and then obviously Watford away, and then Brighton at home. So, and then we go, and then we move into November, where we have Champions League match day 4, and then we've got West Ham away. That will not be easy. Then an international break, and then Arsenal at home, Champions League match day 5 in between that, and then Southampton at home, and then Everton away, which is very, very interesting, Dan. We actually don't have Everton until the 30th of November. I was actually noticing that. We usually get them in between sort of, September, October, but November, quite late this time.
Yeah, just obviously just the way it's come out this year. We do tend to, unless I'm mistaken, they always seem to always play them away first for some reason. I don't know why that is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, obviously they turned us over, didn't they, at Anfield? It's actually been a while since we won at Goodison. I think the last time was the Sadio Mane 90+4 or whatever it was, and it'd been a while before that. We tend to have a lot of draws there. But yeah, at the minute they beat us last time out, so some might say Merseyside at the moment is blue, and I certainly don't want that to last much longer, and I want to go there and show them, as I say, another revenge match. Show them the real Liverpool and get 3 points. Then show them that Merseyside, paint Merseyside back red.
They haven't got it yet. They need a manager first, Dan. Anyway,
I heard it's going to be Big Dunk with Tony Bellew as assistants.
I know Big Sam with his big pie and chips and gravy, lads. He'll be coming back.
Oh gosh!
He'll come wherever the money is for the chippies anyway. So
and then we move into December. Now this I think is quite a tough month for us. So 4th of December we are at Wolves away, and then it's the final Champions League match day, number 6, and then it's Aston Villa at home, Newcastle United at home, and then get this, 18th of December. I think we played Tottenham pretty much 16th of December last time out. We've got Tottenham away, Boxing Day, Leeds United at home, 28th, Leicester away, and then I've noticed on the 1st of January, Chelsea away. Jack, that's quite a wee test. Leeds, Leicester, and Chelsea, and those 3.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan, and you agree with that, and Reds at home, really. Would that be, I'd say, our biggest month, really, in terms of, obviously, December and January, historically, usually big months in terms of, you get a bigger picture of how the picture opens up in terms of who's going to be the front runners for the Premier League. What do you reckon, Dan and Doug?
Yeah, I was going to say, sorry, Jack. I was going to say December under Klopp always seems to be a good month for us. He always seems to be like complaining about the fixtures, but it's like as if we just sort of click into gear and we just start plowing through teams. I remember, like last season, we were obviously top, wasn't we? Through Christmas. In fact, have we been top the last 3 Christmases? I think we have, haven't we?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then the year before was when we had the World Club Championship, and everyone was saying they're going to flop after that, but we won that. And then we, so I'm not worried. I think we sort of click into gear about then, and it'll be the same this year. So I think it'll be a tough month, lots of games, but as much as Klopp sort of doesn't seem to like it because he likes the rest, it seems to be the opposite for the players. It's like they get into gear and just keep churning out the results. So I'm all for that one.
But we have to say that Leeds, Leicester, and Chelsea, I expect them to be on TV. I think all of them will probably be on TV, so they'll definitely be moved. So we move into January, and we move into 2022, which is a very, very good year for myself, anyway. So we've got Chelsea away. FA Cup 3rd round will be in that period as well, and then it's Brentford at home, and then Crystal Palace away. Now, there has been talk, Jack, that this is the AFCON month. The only 2 games I would see there, or maybe 3 games that Salah, Mane and Keita might actually miss, is Brentford and Crystal Palace. That's not too bad, is it?
No, it could have been, as you mentioned, the Chelsea game possibly. I mean, I think by the looks of it now, it's possibly getting delayed or postponed. Fingers crossed it gets postponed for us, Liverpool fans, selfish point of view, but the players will want to play in the tournament themselves anyway. But yeah, it's obviously after, as we mentioned, us 3 there in the December fixtures. I think it's so important. we've seen this season, and obviously with the injuries and how destroyed we were, if we can come through December, January time with at least fingers crossed, touch wood, everyone with no injuries, it's going to be a big month, and because you can see and get, as Dan said, the run of games and the consistency is so important. If we can get that consistency in December, January time, then it just spreads confidence within the fan base and within obviously the team itself. But yeah, it's Chelsea. It's those three teams, depending on Crystal Palace, what manager they do get in. Thank God and the Lords that Roy Hodgson is left, so he won't be parking the bus. But I think those three teams, if Lampard does go to Crystal Palace, those three teams are going to be attacking-minded teams. Brentford aren't going to sit behind the ball. Chelsea definitely aren't.
No.
And Palace potentially coming and attacking Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely. And then we move into February, Dan, where it's Leicester City at home, Burnley away, Norwich City at home, and then probably a Champions League round of 16 clash in between Norwich City, and then Arsenal away. So obviously I've written these down, and it does look like the fixture list is laughing at us, going ha ha ha. But that's not a bad month, February.
No, listen, you never know, do you see there? But on paper, it doesn't seem like a bad month. I mean, listen, Arsenal away traditionally is a tough fixtures. And I know we had a decent win this season, but you would imagine they're going to improve. Surely they can't be as bad as they were last season. If they are, I'm sure they'll have probably already replaced Arteta by then. But the other games, yeah, you'd expect us to win. But yeah, a decent month. Certainly one of the better months of the season, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And then we move into March, Jack, where we've got West Ham at home, Brighton away, and then Manchester United at home. So obviously, I look at the Manchester United game and I look at the Brighton away game. Those were two games we should have won last season. So we'll definitely be up for those two, won't we?
Yeah, I think given the lads, they would have been sitting down like all of us today and saying, right, looking at analysing all these fixtures and going, right, we want revenge, as you and Dan were saying before. Pinpointing fixtures that they were disappointed with, obviously, it was as fans watching that period where we just kept on getting beat at home, 6 defeats at home. They will want to be righting wrongs, and there's no better time than to look at the fixtures. And then obviously the lads and Jürgen always say to the press, one game at a time. And I think that's what us as fans have learned over the years when we have been going for these titles, that in previous campaigns we've got ahead of ourselves, but it's important that when you do analyse the fixtures and pinpoint areas and months, that you can try and maximise full 9-12 points out of the potential fixtures, really, mate. But yeah, it's West Ham, it's not going to be an hard one. It'd be interesting to see how they do push on off the back of the results in which they have last season. Will Europa League affect them? Will they drop off? Brighton are a weird one for me. I don't know what you like Reds as well. I enjoy watching them in the Prem, but I think this season possibly might see them get relegated if a Brentford does really have an impact on the Premier League, similar to Sheffield United. Because I think Brentford have got the goals to stay in the Premier League. I just don't think Brighton have got the goals. And Man United, everyone would have booked time off work this morning to get that.
I think so. I think so. Definitely. Me included. And then the run-in, the very good run-in, as everyone likes to call it. So April starts with a home game against Watford, and then back-to-back away trips to the Etihad to face Manchester City, and we're going to have to right or wrong in this one. Aston Villa away, and then Everton at home, and then Newcastle away. So April's quite a tricky month, I would say, Dan, wouldn't you say?
100%, mate. Yeah, but one good thing about it, I mean, we're due win at the Etihad, aren't we? We haven't won there. Haven't won there for a while. So we're due win there. Everton at home. Again, it's another revenge game. The one good thing about last season was Everton and Man City, they've been due a win. at Anfield for what, 20 odd years for Everton and about 17 or 18 for City.
Yeah.
And I'm always a big sort of believer in the percentages. Eventually, you know, if you keep tossing a coin and you keep getting tails, eventually you're going to get the head, aren't you? So eventually they were going to win at Anfield. So they've done it now, and it's kind of done. They're not kind of due that win. So hopefully now we can start setting another, you know, another good run against Everton at home, and I'm sure we will. You know, I won't be worrying when we play Everton next season, thinking, oh my God, they haven't won for all these years. They're going to win soon. You know, every dog has the day and all that sort of thing. So I think City, which you want, let's right that wrong against Everton. Newcastle can always be a tough game. They say Newcastle away, was it?
Yeah, Newcastle away, on the 30th.
That's you know, with that big massive ground you've got there, the fans are right on top. Yeah, that can always be a tough game. So yeah, that's on paper, by the looks of it, going to be our toughest month. But listen, let's do it. Let's get this title back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So as I look at this, Jack, so our final 5 are obviously Everton at home, Newcastle away, and then when we go into May, Tottenham at home, Southampton away. That's somewhere we need to win this season, and then Wolves at home. So you'd have to say the running's not too bad.
Yeah, it could have been
previous seasons.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more worse, and as the months prior to obviously April or March, you'll know if you're in a title chase, or in contention really, and that's where title winning sides over the 30+ game season. If we are going to hopefully be in contention for the league next season, I just envision us winning every single game. And I think this side is capable of doing that. Yes, last season was a blip, but the previous years, they've got it on the record that we had like 90+ Premier League seasons. And I think that's what Jurgen Klopp will be going. And us as fans, we don't expect it, but we're confident in these players, and obviously how the transfer window is still open as well, mate. But Southampton, still 50-50. Good side, but it's what Southampton side turns up. Tottenham, no manager. It will be interesting to see what, obviously, we were discussing off air, their potential managers, and Wolves, obviously, with no Nuno. I think they'll be interesting to see how next season they approach it. Obviously, they're getting the Portuguese manager in, of course, from the Portuguese, I think it was Porto or Benfica manager, one of them anyway. But I don't think they will be the team expected that we've seen in previous years.
No, absolutely not. So we've obviously gone through all the fixtures. So just to let you guys know, so against Manchester United, the 2 games are the 23rd of October. We are away at Old Trafford, and then we've got them at home on the 19th of March. So get a paper and pen and write these down. Against Chelsea, we are at home on the 28th of August, and then away on New Year's Day. So, Happy New Year. I hope we beat you at the bridge. Sorry, Josh. I obviously don't mean that. Our games against Manchester City are the 2nd of October at Anfield, and then the 9th of April at the Etihad. Oh, 9th of April. Ooh, we all know what that date was. But yeah, it should be very interesting. Against the Blues, Everton, we have them away at Goodison Park on the 30th of November, and then we've got a long wait until the 23rd of April to play them at Anfield. Arsenal, we have on the 20th of November at Anfield, and then away on the 26th of February at Tottenham. Tottenham, we have on the 7th of... I will do it again. The 18th of December away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and then May the 7th at Anfield as well. And I think I've missed some of the Leicester City. That's the other important games as well. Leicester City we've got on the 28th of December away at the King Power, and then on the 9th of February. So, yeah.
Are we classing Arsenal as a big fixture, Doug?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say that was
they're still in the traditional top 6. We have to say that. They are still in the traditional top 6. But just a final word, Dan, on these fixtures. I think we were relatively happy. A couple of tricky months, I would say. October for sure, April for me, and probably December. I think October, December, and April might be where it's won or lost. I think.
Listen, you play everyone twice, don't you? And the thing is, with football, it's so unpredictable. What looks like it might be an easy fixture now, you don't know what that team are going to be playing for at the end of the season. You know, like this season, you might have said, oh, well, West Ham or whatever, that'll be an easy game. But West Ham were fighting for Europe, and no one was expecting that. So you never know what's quite, going to be the easy games or the hard games until obviously the season starts unfurling. But I just can't wait, honestly. I just hope that we get a feed on with injuries and we really get to sort of set the record straight. And we get to see the real Liverpool. What do we think, though, from who the main contenders? Do we think City are going to come back stronger this year? I know they won the league last season, but I don't think they were as impressive as they had been the previous 2 seasons they've won it. What do we think? Are we expecting 90 points plus again? Or are them days over now for life?
I think if we're looking at it, I think probably between 85 and 90, I think we'll win it. I don't think there's going to be a team that runs away with it this season. I think, but obviously we say that every time before start of the new season. But I expect Chelsea to get stronger. I expect Tottenham to, well, it depends on Tottenham really. If they lose Harry Kane, City will definitely strengthen. I think it was said Chelsea, Leicester. That could be very, very interesting if they get Odsonne Edouard
in top 4 all season, and let Liverpool back in.
Slap it at the end.
Yeah,
we are having a stinker.
Do you expect United to challenge?
No. Listen, no. You know what? I'll say what I've always said. I think Solskjaer's underrated, and I think he's done a really good job at Man United. But I don't think he'll ever win either of the 2 big ones, the Champions League or the Premier League. But I think generally he's doing a good job. He might be the guy before the guy. Do you know what I mean? But I think they'll be up there. I think they'll get top 4. I think they've got enough good players. With Fernandes, Pogba, etc., and Neil strengthen. I think they'll get top 4 definitely. But I don't think they'll win the league.
Yeah, Jack. Final word from you. What's your thinking of these fixtures?
I'm made up. I'm looking for you and Dan. The first proper look. I had a look at the dates before, but I'm excited. There's no better time as the boys and everyone at home when you see the fixtures. It's the start of the new season. I'm watching these England games and I'm like, there's no enjoyment watching England. We've got so lucky watching nice attacking football from Liverpool. It's weird watching any other team other than Liverpool. But I just want the season to get started, boys. And yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Fingers crossed. We get some good players in through the door. And anyway, reward the current crop of players that have done us proud over the last couple of years. And I can't wait, boys.
Like Adrian.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole different video, that, mate. but yeah, it was lovely to speak to you, Dan. Anyway, and thank you very much for letting me come on, Doug, and everyone at home.
Pleasure.
Good day.
Speak to you soon, Jack, mate. And yeah, thanks for letting us come on, Doug. I'll always come on. Always pleasure.
Absolute pleasure. No, it's I'm just like bring on the new season. I just am. It's just really one of those times where you get excited about a new season, new fixtures, and you go through the calendar and check who you've got. And like December, like Boxing Day, for example, we've got Leeds United on Boxing Day. Last game of the season, we've got Wolves at home as well. And we had Wolves at home 2018-2019 season, and for a moment we had almost won the league. So it's going to be really, really interesting. And obviously, April is a busy month as well. But thank you very, very much to Dan and Jack for coming on as well. Dan, where can they find you in the socials?
In the socials, well, I'm sort of lying fallow at the moment. Well, because I'm like the new boy to the YouTube, if you can call a 39-year-old a new boy, and a new middle-aged man. But I'm the new middle-aged man to the YouTube scene, so I'm just sort of lying fallow at the minute. Me 44 subscribers will have to wait for the next content because I'm sort of trying to work on it behind the scenes, and hopefully the next season you're going to see some new shows. The thing I'm looking forward to is getting back to the football. Fingers crossed we're going to get a crowd in this season. I mean, we thought that last season, didn't we? But fingers crossed we're going to get a crowd in this season, and hopefully there's going to be some new shows based around that and that sort of thing. So if you want to hit me up with a subscribe on YouTube or Twitter, feel free. Brilliant.
And Jack Mack, where can they find you?
Just Jack Mack, LFC everyone. Obviously we'll help Dan get more subscribers and more viewers, and obviously it's a big community.
I need to post more, to be honest with you.
People have lives, Dan. If we all done this as a day job, it'd be amazing. If we got sent stuff from Liverpool, the new shirt and all that, happy days. But we're not in that privileged position. But yeah, we'll help you, Dan, anyway. And there's any YouTube Reds out there that wanting to start a channel, we're very much happy to help as well, because the more Liverpool fan channels, the better. We do this for the love and joy of watching the Reds. I don't take my YouTube channel too serious, but I'm made up to me, Dan and you, Doug, and obviously the great Liverpool family out there. And yeah, I can't wait, boys. Can't wait to get back into next season.
And fingers crossed, if things just stay the same the way they are, I can meet you two in Liverpool.
Well,
are you going to come up for the Rangers game? Was it if it gets played?
I'm gonna hopefully get up for that. Hopefully,
yeah. It hasn't been announced, has it? Like officially, didn't I seen like a date that someone said it might be on? But
I did see something. I did see something about that. But that'll be a
special.
That game.
Won't it? It'd be weird seeing Gerrard in the opposition. Took out like, whoa.
Yeah, that will definitely be weird. Oh yeah, and playing in blue as well. Yeah, that will be extremely weird. And on that note, it is time to end this podcast. Thank you very much to Dan and Jack for coming on. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about the new fixtures in the comment section down below. It is going to be really, really interesting, really exciting start to next season, and hopefully, I dare say this, but hopefully we can have a very, very good season. We can at least challenge City for the league, and we can have a good run in the Champions League, and maybe a good run in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But we shall wait and see. But until then, it is goodbye for me. Enjoy the rest of the Euros, and we'll be back with some new content very soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
You'll never walk alone. Cheers, Reds.